There's a word I hear more and more these days, online, in conversation, in passing. That word is narcissist. And every time I hear it, something in me activates. Maybe it's because, like many of us, I've seen this word often used to describe people I've known, people I've loved even. Sometimes people I've had conflicts with. And I've also seen it weaponized, thrown like a label with finality, often by those who aren't in a position to diagnose anyone. And that's part of the issue I have, because narcissist is not just an insult, it's a clinical term. It refers to Narcissistic Personality Disorder, or NPD, a rare yet real mental health condition recognized by the DSM-5, or the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. Let's pause on that for a second. The DSM-5 isn't just some guidebook. It's a tool used by trained mental health professionals to identify and diagnose complex personality disorders. And yet I see narcissists tossed around like it's interchangeable with selfish, attention-seeking, or even just someone I don't like anymore. But that's not what narcissism is, at least not the true clinical form. According to the DSM-5, someone with NPD typically displays a grandiose sense of self-importance, a need for excessive admiration, a lack of empathy, and a belief that they are special or unique in ways that put them above others. But here's the nuance. These traits have to be persistent, pervasive, and significantly impairing their relationships or daily functions. It's not about someone having a bad day or craving a little attention on social media. It's about someone whose entire way of relating to the world is filtered through entitlement, superiority, and an inability or unwillingness to empathize with others. And here's where it gets kind of messy. Because there are people who talk about themselves constantly, who post selfies every hour, who seem to crave applause for everything they do. But is this narcissism? Not necessarily. Sometimes that behavior, seeking approval, needing constant validation, struggling to self-regulate emotions, doesn't come from grandiosity at all. It can actually come from the opposite: insecurity, wounds from childhood, or an attachment style developed over years of emotional invalidation and neglect. People who did not feel seen growing up may now seek visibility in every room they enter. People who weren't emotionally affirmed may now depend on likes, compliments, or praise to feel that they matter. And that's not narcissism, that's survival. For me, it's important to recognize that behaviors don't always tell the full story. It's not about what someone does, it's about why they're doing it, and how they relate to others in the process. So when we call someone a narcissist just because they make something about themselves, or because they didn't respond the way we wanted to in an emotional moment, or because we're hurt and we want to label them in a way that makes it easier for us to just walk away, we risk simplifying a deeply complex topic into a buzzword. And worse, we might overlook the very real pain or very real disorder that may or may not be present. I'd like to end by saying sometimes words can matter, and while it's tempting to assign labels to people who hurt us, especially in this age of armchair psychology and pop-up therapy lingo, I believe we owe it to ourselves and to others to pause, to ask deeper questions. Are they really a narcissist, or are they just hurting in a way that we don't understand? Because there's a big difference between someone who lacks empathy and someone who's seeking the approval, attention, and recognition of others.